Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm recently learning that there are several churches where the leaders are now homosexual. And one in particular in Atlanta, they have one where there are two males, and the male is the pastor, and his partner, of course, is a male, and they call him the first gentleman. And, whatever works. You got to do you. I understand that. And I think that's right. Let me just let it be known. I think it's right that the homosexual community, if they feel that they want to start a church, go on and start your church. That's fine. Because it's like Anton LaVey, he decided he was going to start his own church because he said, I ain't no Christian. I don't want to have nothing to do with being no Christian. So I'm going to start my own church called the Church of Satan. So one thing Anton LaVey did, he started his own church, and he wrote his own Bible too. So what I'm just saying, to the homosexual community that's starting your own churches, I think that's wonderful. But what you need to do probably is go on and write your own Bible too, because, the Bible that you're preaching from is contrary to the lifestyle that you live in. That's all I'm saying, And so I think it's right for anybody that says, I don't ascribe to typical, traditional, Christian beliefs or what have you, so forth, so on. Start your own church. I think that's wonderful. Some folks like to sleep with animals, so the next thing we're going to have is, a church that folks like to sleep with animals. And that's fine. You bring your horse to church. Talking about this is the first horse. Your partner is a horse, and instead of like first lady, normal. It's like this is the first horse. Because we like to sleep with animals. And so I think that's fine. Just start your own church and write your own Bible to go along with it. I don't have no problem with that. I think that's a wonderful thing. And you ought to do it. Because if you don't ascribe to what the Bible says, then do what you want to do, next thing we're going to have is some folks, they like to have extramarital affairs. They're heterosexual, but they just, they have a wife. They just want a mistress on the side. So we're going to have a mistress church next, or a extramarital affair church, and I guess is what you might call it. It's like, so instead of having a first lady, once again, you call it the first mistress. We could just go on and on and on with this. And I think that's just wonderful. Because if you ain't going to do what the Bible say do, make your own church. But you got to make your own Bible too. Let's not forget about that. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in, and be blessed.